Hey guys, today I'm gonna use fastprep.io to practice an online assessment from Amazon. The question's name is maximum final value. So basically this is what the question is asking. We are given an integer input array in random order. Each time we are allowed to do two types of operations. First, we can sort the input array in any way we want. Second, we can reduce any element to any number that's at least one. But we want to make sure that when we're doing those type of operations, the adjacent element in the input array, the difference between them should not be greater than 1. What we want to return? We want to find the maximum value that can be achieved for the final element of the array given the condition above. And the first element of the final array should be 1. So firstly, I'm thinking of solving this question in DFS, but it doesn't work. It turns out that this should be done by greedy and sorting. So let me show you how this question can be solved. So firstly, we have the input array as 3, 1, 3, 4. Now we sort that array, becoming 1, 3, 3, 4. We firstly look into the first element, which is 1 in this case. Awesome. It satisfies the condition. The first element of the final array should be 1. Now we move on to next element, which is 3. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Their difference is 2, which exceeds the allowance of value 1. So I need to do some modification on that 3. So what type of operation I need to do? I think I can reduce 3 to make it either equal to 1 or be 2. So which one should I choose? Given that this is greedy, and I want to find the maximum final value for the final position. So I think 2 is more promising than 1 here because it has more possibility to help me to bring more greater values after forward. So I change 3 to 2. Now moving to next element, which is the second 3 in the input array. So 3 minus 2 equals 1. It satisfies the condition of adjacent elements difference should not be greater than 1. Okay, that's done. We are done for that element, and now move to the last element, which is 4. Okay, 4 minus 3 equals 1. Awesome. It satisfies that adjacent elements difference should not be greater than 1. We are done. So the maximum value for the final position of the final input array turns out to be 4. Now we can safely return 4 as our answer. Let me quickly write down the code I wrote for this question. We sort the input array first. And I have defined 2 variables. First is current max, which indicating the current element we are dealing with. And the second one called pref max, indicating my left neighbor that I have just processed. Okay, I go from the first position to the last position of the input array. So we are lucky enough to have that sample example because the value of the first element after sorting is 1. But it's possible that it's not 1. So we need to handle that specifically, a specific circumstance. We need to handle that separately. So first, let's check out if the first element is 1 or not. If I equals 1 and ARRI equals is not 1, we just want to make that element to be 1. And our current max is changing to 1. Else is not 1. We are all good. Current max is ARRI. Okay, and if I'm on this, so for the prep max, we need to handle it too. So if we are not on the first element, our prep max should be my previous neighbor. Okay, so under what condition that we need to do all those type of greedy operations here? Only one condition. So when that will happen? When current max minus prep max is greater than 1. Yeah. So what we need to do, we need to calculate their difference. And then I want to change the current max to be 1 greater than the previous max. After I change current max, I need to modify the current number to current max too. I'm pretty confident about the overall logics. And I think by the end, we should find the maximum value we wanna get. Oh, okay, yes. Awesome, I passed 16 test cases. And yeah, basically, that's all. This is a record of my daily practice routine. And thank you for watching. And bye.